Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and today I want to show you something really cool you can do with boats. Not very long after Minecraft 1.9 came out, it was discovered rather quickly that these new boat mechanics will now let us drive boats on land, and they won't destroy themselves when they hit walls, so watch. Whoo, we take off. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Now, reverse is not so hot, but going forward, look at the speed. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these boats have been clocked at going 300 blocks a second. Is that right? I don't think so. I'm not quite certain at the number, but I know it's insanely fast. But here's the problem. We can make these boats go doot, 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 doot downhill all we want, but we can't make them go uphill until now. I give you my new contraption, Redstone contraption I've created that is going to let you get your boats from a low elevation to a high elevation. Now, as far as I'm aware of, there's no ways to get boats just on natural land to go uphill, and I have seen people using pistons and slime blocks to try and catapult you up a hill. I decided to try and make something a little more reliable and maybe a little quicker. So here we go. Now, this design is very simple, very easy to build, and it's very much tileable. You have one design that sticks out and you alternate left to right, but you're just listening to me ham on about how this thing works, and I'm not showing you, am I? So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and go down here. We're going to place ourselves a boat on the ice, hop in, and here we go. And we just start popping uphill. When we get to the top, we just take off on our way, just like that. Now, there's a few key elements to this design that I'm using. We're using regular ice because mobs will not spawn on regular ice, so you don't have to worry about bad guys getting in your way and slowing you down. We're also using tripwires to activate a sticky piston that is going to push up and down the ice, and we have half slabs on top. They're going to serve for two purposes. One, this keeps bad guys from spawning at this level. Two, as you go through here with the boat, this is like little guide rails to make sure that you stay on the ice and that you don't get trapped on the sides. So here, let me show you how to make this simple tileable design. We're going to make a left and right segment, and then all you'll have to do is duplicate that over and over and over again for however many stairs you want. So let's get started. So over here, I have made a flat segment like what would be your regular road, and what we want to do is we're going to come up two steps. We're going to do a left side and a right side. Now, the reason why these alternate is if you try to shove them together, at least with this design, your redstone is going to get all mixed up, and every single tripwire you set off is going to want to set off the step in front of it, so it won't work. So we're going to do an alternating design. So the first thing I got to do is I have to come down 2 blocks like this so that we can give us a place to put our sticky piston. We'll go ahead and put 2 blocks of ice on top like that and get rid of that. And then we're going to do this one more time on this side. We're going to come down just like that. We can get rid of that block. Place us a sticky piston, get rid of that. 2 blocks of ice, just like that. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is fill in these sides, which is going to be our stair kind of side, right there in those spaces, solid blocks like that. It doesn't have to be stone blocks, it just needs to be solid blocks. So we're going to go ahead and step these out like this as well, just like that. And then from these points, we're going to put our tripwire hooks, just like that. Now on top of here, let's go ahead and place our half slabs just so we can extend this out. This is going to keep mobs from spawning, and this is also going to be our guardrails for while we're going past these hooks. Now at this point, we want to go ahead and add our string to our hooks like this, and if you notice, if you point at the tripwire hook, you can see that there's a bounding box to the left and to the front. We want to click on the front like that and like that. And if you hear that click sound, you know that you've connected it, and now it will set off when you engage the string. And now all that's left is to set up the redstone. So what we're going to do is off the side of the piston, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 like that, turn and come this way, come up 1 block this way, up a block this way, and boop, 1 more block that way. Now we need to do is run a line of redstone like this all the way to that piston. So we'll go ahead and do this side as well. We're going to come out 1, 2, 3, come forward 1, then we're going to out the side, just like that, come up 1 more, and 1 more right there, and then we'll add our redstone dust on top of there, just like that. Now once you've done that, you want to make sure that you have not missed anything. Go ahead and walk forward. That's going to set that off, and that's going to set that off. We know that that system is set up and ready to go. And like I said, all you have to do is tile it as many tile systems that you need to make as high as you want it to go. And that's all there is to it. And that is how I'm going to get boats uphill in 1.9 Minecraft. Now, as soon as I came up with this idea, I immediately went and checked YouTube. That's kind of a ritual I like to do, is to check YouTube and see, has anybody else come up with anything similar? Am I copying or remaking something that other people have already done? Now, I'm going to admit the idea of boats on ice is not mine. The idea of using pistons to move boats upwards is not mine. What I tried to do was avoid using slime blocks, which are very unpredictable, and tried to use ice instead. Now, as I searched on the internet, I did find somebody else that's using a very similar idea to this. They're using pressure plates, they're using ice. My elevator design here, or my uphill design, is going to let you move up 1 block as you move forward 1 block. This other design, I think it's up 1 block for every 2 or 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and have a link down in the description so you can check out that video as well. That person came up with a really cool design, and I think that they need credit for it. They need to be seen just as much as this design does. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you learned something new about Minecraft. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please hit that like button. If you want to see more tutorials as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and keep on building.